Okay, so have you ever been in that situation, where you say yes to something
Okay.
and almost like instantly you just feel this wave of regret?
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe agreeing to help a friend move, and then Saturday rolls around, it's pouring rain, and you're wrestling this soaking wet couch down 3 flights of stairs.
And just wondering, how did I get here?
Exactly. Questioning all your life choices, right?
It's that really jarring feeling, isn't it? That cognitive dissonance where what you're doing just screams, "This is not what I wanted."
But the yes is already out there.
Yeah, it's done.
Exactly.
Uh,
So welcome to the deep dive. Today, our mission really is to unpack the psychology behind why we do this,
mm.
why we say yes so often when deep down we're practically yelling no,
And it's not just, "Oh, I'm too nice." It goes deeper than that.
much deeper. We're talking social psychology, those sneaky cognitive biases that kind of override our better judgment sometimes.
It's really about understanding the mechanisms underneath these decisions that seem almost irrational, right? And why they often leave us feeling drained, not fulfilled.
So just take a second, maybe think about your own calendar right now. How many things are on there that you honestly wish you could just poof, make disappear?
Mm-hmm.
But you won't. Maybe it's guilt or like that fear of letting someone down.
That internal battle is so common. It's usually our sense of social duty kind of crashing into our actual energy levels, our actual desires.
Okay, picture this group chat scenario. Work, friends, whatever. Someone asks, hey, who can take the lead on planning the office party?
Oh, the dreaded question.
Right. And that polite silence, just
Mhm.
that heavy pause, your thumbs are hovering, your brain's flashing warning signs. Don't do it.
But your fingers just type it anyway?
Yeah, almost automatically. I can. Boom. You've just volunteered for something you really didn't want to do.
That yes spiral, it's such a classic example. It happens so fast. And it's interesting how it sometimes connects to things like the bystander effect in groups.
How so?
Well, everyone's kind of waiting for someone else to step up,
Right.
and then the silence gets uncomfortable and someone just cracks under that pressure.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. So as we start digging into the why what, like the first big reason is that thing we often talk about,
Hmm.
the inner people pleaser.
Absolutely. I think the major force kind of pulling our strings here is exactly that, the inner people pleaser.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. From when we're kids, we're often conditioned really to be agreeable, be helpful, don't be selfish, play nice.
Right. Always be nice.
So subconsciously, we start linking saying no with being rude or mean or selfish, even when saying no is totally reasonable. It's almost like this um, evolutionary hangover. You needed the group back then.
And that's such a critical point, isn't it? Being nice and having clear boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
They're not opposites.
Not at all.
Saying no doesn't automatically make you a jerk. It just makes you honest. Honest about what you can and can't do.
Exactly. It reframes the whole thing. And like you said before, that funny thought. Nobody at your funeral is going to praise you for attending every single boring brunch you were ever invited to.
Huh. So true. It puts it in perspective.
And often going right along with that people-pleasing urge is this just crushing weight of guilt, what we call the guilt Olympics, that fear of disappointing people.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah. Like, have you ever tried to say no to something small, like hanging out on a Saturday because you just need to recharge?
Mm-hmm.
And you say, actually, I kind of need a quiet weekend. And maybe their face just drops slightly, that little is emoji face.
Ugh, yes.
Yeah.
And then your mind just goes there, right?
Oh, the spiral.
Oh my God, they're mad at me. I'm a terrible friend. I should have just said yes. Why didn't I just say yes?
Exactly that spiral. But, we often blow it out of proportion. It's that spotlight effect again. We think everyone's intensely focused on our no.
When in reality,
In reality, most reasonable people, they probably respect you more for setting a boundary. Maybe a fleeting moment of, oh, okay, but then they move on. And if they don't respect it,
that tells you something important.
that's a red flag right there. It says something about the dynamic, about the relationship itself.
So it really makes you ask that question. Are you sacrificing your own peace, your own well-being, just to avoid someone else's, mild temporary discomfort?
Because that feels like a scam, doesn't it? A bad trade.
It really does. So think about it. You listening right now, that last time you said yes, when you desperately wanted to say no, what did it actually cost you? Your time, your energy, maybe just your sanity for a few hours.
That cost, that internal cost, it's huge. And we often just brush it aside, but it adds up,
Yeah.
which actually brings us neatly to the next point.
Right, because it's not usually one big thing that burns us out.
Exactly. It's what we call death by 1,000 yeses. Burnout rarely comes from one giant, overwhelming yes. It creeps up on you.
How does that look day to day?
It's the accumulation, the constant drip, drip, drip of small commitments, you know? Yeah, sure, I'll review that file. Okay, I can bake something for the potluck. Fine, I'll join that 8 p.m. webinar on a Tuesday.
Oh, God, the Tuesday 8 p.m. webinar. The worst.
Right. Each little yes seems harmless on its own, but they stack up. Each one drains a tiny bit of mental energy, adds to your cognitive load.
And suddenly your week looks like you said, a shared Google Calendar from hell.
Precisely. Just wall-to-wall obligations you never really wanted.
Google Calendar from hell. I think everyone listening just felt that deep in their soul. Okay, so we've really dug into the why. We get it. Now let's shift gears. How do we actually do it? How do we say no?
Effectively, right.
Yeah, effectively. Gracefully even. Without feeling like a total jerk, without drowning in guilt, and crucially, without feeling like you need to write a 4-paragraph essay explaining yourself in a text message.
Okay, this is where we get practical. Actionable strategies. It's about taking back some control.
Love it. Okay, strategy number 1, the delay plus decide rule. What's that about?
The core idea is super simple. Just don't say yes immediately,
Yeah.
right there on the spot.
Okay.
Instead, you use a polite, neutral phrase. Something like, let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you. Or, let me think about that and let you know.
Buying time.
Exactly. It buys you crucial breathing room. You step away from that immediate pressure, that urge to please right now, and you actually give yourself space to think, do I really want to do this? Do I have the time? Does it align with my priorities?
It lets you make an informed decision, not just a reactive one.
Precisely. A small pause, but honestly, a huge potential payoff and saved energy later.
Okay, I like that. Delay and decide. What's next? Strategy 2.
Strategy 2, start with micro no's.
Micro no's.
Yeah, think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't start lifting the heaviest weight in the gym.
Hey, stop.
Same idea here. Start practicing saying no in really low-stakes situations, things where the consequences are minimal.
Okay, give me some examples.
Maybe it's just, no, sorry, I'm not free tonight for that last-minute plan. Or, actually, no, I can't lend you my Netflix password. Sorry. Little things.
Stuff that feels less scary to say no to.
Exactly. Saying no is a skill. It's not something most of us are naturally great at, so you practice. Like any muscle, it gets stronger, easier, more natural with regular small workouts. Each tiny no builds your confidence for the bigger, potentially trickier ones.
Okay, building the no muscle with micro no's. Makes sense. What's the third one?
The third solution, and this one is really about a mental shift, it's
Reframe it.
reframe how we think about saying no.
Yeah. Truly understand that when you say no to a request, you are not rejecting the person who asks.
Okay, that's important. You're not rejecting them.
You're protecting something vital. Your own energy, your time, your resources.
And that energy, that's not trivial.
Not at all. That energy is what makes you you. Well, you. It's what fuels your creativity, your humor, your ability to be present for the things and people you do choose. It makes you awesome, lovable, all that good stuff. And if you don't protect it.
Nobody else is going to do it for you. That's the key. Connecting your no to this act of self-preservation, of protecting your essence, that's what transforms it from feeling guilty or mean into feeling empowering, necessary even.
Wow. So it's not rejection, it's direction.
Beautifully put. It's direction. You're not closing a door on someone else necessarily. You're opening a door for yourself.
Creating space for the things that actually matter to you, for your own priorities, your own well-being.
Exactly that.
So that really leaves us, and you listening, with a powerful thought, doesn't it? And now that we've sort of unpacked the why and the how, what are you going to choose to say no to next? What boundary will you set to create that essential space for what truly matters in your life?
It's a really potent question to sit with.
Definitely. And look, if this deep dive hit home for you today, if you maybe recognize yourself in that yes spiral or the Google Calendar from hell, then maybe consider sharing this with a friend. Someone who might also be stuck saying yes to things that are just draining their soul.
Yeah, spread the know-how.
Spread the know-how. I like that. Help them reclaim some energy, too.